Well, hello and welcome back. This is after Christmas, and I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and wonderful holiday. I want to share with you a few things that I got for Christmas. Now, I want to apologize. I'm using the camera audio right now, so if it sounds a little echoey or whatever, I'm just using it. But we'll get back to that. So I want to share a couple of gifts. I got a brand new, well, I got a hat with it. Brand new steel hat, and I got a brand new steel chainsaw. Check it out. You hang right there, right next to my Darth Vader. Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, got the steel hat too. So, like I said, I'm using the camera audio, and I want to do a side-by-side comparison of my old wireless system. This is a Hotec, H-O-T-E-C wireless system that I've been using, and it was $40 on Amazon. I bought it because it was cheap, and I mean, it did okay. I had to do a lot of, post-production audio work to try and get the sound to be just right. But very exciting to share with you this. My new wireless system. This is the Rode 2 wireless system. This is the receiver. Tiny little thing, hooks right on the top of the camera. And it has a nice little case here and two wireless transmitters. And they have a little windscreen that you can, it's a fuzzy thing on the top, you can screw on there, and keeps the wind noise out. I'm hoping that I'm gonna notice 8 times better difference, because they are literally 8 times the price of what that was. And I don't know, it's for the channel, so hopefully audio sounds better. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of that microphone, the old one, and this new Rode 2 wireless, and we'll see what we find out. Okay, so first we're going to use the old wireless system that I've been using. Now, to be fair, I'm not going to do any enhancement at all in post-production. I'm just going to lay it in there, and this is what you get. So to count to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the old Hotec wireless system for $40 on Amazon. And now we're going to switch over to the brand new Rode Wireless 2 and see if we hear a difference. Okay, so this is the brand new Rode Wireless 2 microphone system, this $300 system. Hopefully it sounds a lot better than the $40 system. We won't know until I put it into the computer and listen to it later, but if it does sound better, it's going to make my future videos sound a lot better as well. Obviously, I'm going to be using it. One thing nice about it is it does have 2 transmitters, so if I'm working with my dad, I can put one on him and one on me, and you'll be able to hear what he has to say a lot better. I do like the small size of the transmitter and the receiver. It hooks very nicely onto my DJI Osmo camera. So anyway, I hope it's worth the money. I hope it's 8 times better than the other one was. Like I say, I'm going to put this in with no post-production adjustments whatsoever. What you hear is the raw audio from what I just recorded. So anyway, we're going to get on to something new and something different. Let's go. All right, good morning to you. It's cold but dry, and that's amazing right now because it's been so wet. This mud season is the longest mud season I can remember. It's been raining and windy and crappy. Well, of course it's going to rain later today, but right now it's dry. And all of that wood that I had cut up from over that pile is still sitting here, just waiting to be split. So I'm going to get at least an hour in this morning before lunchtime, so that get some of this done before it rains. I emptied this whole stall right here, and it needs to go in there. Now, yes, I said before that the way you want to do it is you want to split right where you're going to stack. Well, I've got these IBC totes, so I'm going to sort into those IBC totes from here. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscientious about keeping the woodyard clean. I got a tarp down to catch all the debris, and I use those buckets too. I feel that, believe it or not, my dad burns the scrap, that little tiny stuff. So I'll throw that in the buckets, and I'll split and sort, and then I can just bring it over next to the woodshed. Yeah, next to the woodshed, and get it all stacked later on. But I'm gonna get some splitting done. right, well, that's a good enough bit done for today. Yeah, so I got just this little stack back here left. And oh, I want to show you guys. Bought another one of these. So I put a diesel sticker on there. And I also fixed the problem here. You can see it. I wrapped this with cable wrap, just plastic cable wrap, and that keeps that hose from kinking, because that's where it wants to kink. When you pull on it right there, that's where it wants to kink. So that'll keep it from kinking. I did it to both of them. And this one, I put a little diesel thing on the handle, because I intend to mount this all the way down here on the end of this wood rack here. I'm going to build a platform so I can just set it right up here and have plenty of gravity to feed the fuel to the machines. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm pretty excited to show you one of my Christmas presents. It's not something that I typically would do on this channel. We're mostly firewood tractors and whatnot like that, but since it's something I got and something I'm going to be using, I want you to check it out. So that's next. Okay, so Christmas present number 2, this one I'm really excited to show you about. This isn't something we typically talk about on my channel, but I was so excited to have this, and for very good reasons too. This is a safety issue for any of you gun owners out there, and especially those who conceal carry. Now, you need to practice. Everybody knows you need to practice. If you're going to own a weapon and you're going to use it potentially for hunting or anything, you need to get to a range, you need to shoot, you need to be proficient with that firearm. Now, that that's been established, what's the safest way to practice? Well, if you carry, and this is what this video is about, you will probably practice drawing your weapon dry fire. You'll put your weapon in cleared without a magazine in it, and you pull to practice drawing. Well, that's all well and good, but you need to shoot at something. And until you know you're not going to shoot yourself in the foot or the leg or have some unintended discharge, I would suggest going this route. This is an airsoft gun. Now, this channel is not about airsoft. I don't participate in airsoft. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to run around the woods trying to shoot my friends. But for practice purposes, this baby right here is about as close as you can get to a real Glock. And I'm pretty sure they make a bunch of other ones that are different brands, Glock, SIG, you name it. This is as close as you can get to the real thing. As a matter of fact, it's even licensed by Glock. The weight and feel of this weapon is just like a Glock 19. This is a Glock 19X that has a longer handle than the Glock 19 that I carry, but it fits in my holster and it draws just the same. It even has blowback so that the slide racks when you fire it. Is it similar or even close enough to call a good practice tool? Well, let me show you. Okay, so this airsoft pistol uses green gas, and you load the magazine with the green gas just like this. Pull that down, and this slides right off the back of there. And there's a little tiny dimple in there. You simply take the can, press it in until it stops, and that's full. You get about 100 shots per can, or not per can, per charge of gas. Now you need to load the BBs. So loading the BBs into the magazine is probably the worst part of this, and they do make fast loaders, which of course would make it faster and easier, but nope, drop them. So you're basically shoving these things in here and down into that little chamber there, and you can fit 22 of them, I guess. So okay, that's loaded well enough. Now the fun part. So the magazine simply loads in, same as it would any other Glock or firearm. There's a magazine release on the side. This is not ambidextrous. It's just like that. You have the slide and slide release, just like any standard Glock. This is a live firearm. I am not using a cameraman, so when I point the camera or the gun at the camera, I am not pointing it at a person. This would shoot your eye out, which is why I'm going to wear safety goggles. Something else very important to mention is that this standard size Glock airsoft will fit in a Glock holster. This is a Nate squared made in USA holster, and it fits just the same as any other. Feels just like my sidearm. All right, so I draw just the same as I normally would, just like that, and no risk at all. I mean, if I shot myself in the leg, it would hurt, but I'm not going to do any serious damage. It's great. Okay, now we're going to test it for accuracy. I'm about 10 feet away, where you would be in a self-defense shooting, possibly, if somebody's coming at you with a knife, and I'm aiming dead center. Not bad. All right, let's take it back to about 20 feet. A little high, but still within that center mark. Well, the 9. Yeah, that blowback is a really cool feature. Let's do a mag dump in slow motion. Well, it is definitely, at the very least, fun to shoot. The Glock 19X Airsoft. It is a good tool, too. I think it's fantastic to practice drawing and holstering your weapon, you know, without having to worry about shooting your toe off. So, I want to give a quick shout out to my nephew, Scott. He likes to watch all my videos, and I know he'll like this one. I let him shoot this a few times when I got it for Christmas Day, and he had some fun. So anyway, and that's another, you know, letting younger kids practice with something that isn't going to be lethal. So, you know, there's another use for it. Anyway, you're going to be seeing this on New Year's Day, so I want to wish everybody a happy 2022. Hopefully a prosperous and safe and healthy new year. So until I'm doing more stuff, we'll see you next time.